It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
All right, Brendan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with one of boxing's true warriors, the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire. First of all, nice to meet you this weekend, Nonito.
Likewise, brother, likewise.
Yeah, man. Been watching you for a long time.
It has been a long time.
It has been a long time, and you've had a great career to speak of, right? Are there any plans to return to boxing? Because I heard at one point you were maybe talking about going down to super flyweight.
I mean, I could do that, but I came in this time to represent fighters that I'm working with.
Okay.
But then at the same time, I did try to get myself ranked number 1 or 2. I just can't help it.
Kill two birds with one stone.
Exactly. I came here to just kind of help my guys out, get to the tops rankings. But then
who are you like? What
the ones I've been working in the Philippines, the Omega Sports Boxing promotion, and so they got a couple guys out there that are ranked 5, and someone who's ranked early this year but disappeared in the ranking. So I went and fought for that to get back his ranking again.
Okay.
So stuff like that. I mean, you gotta kind of have to do something different afterwards,
Yeah, gotta shake some hands and kiss some babies,
yes,
that type of thing.
That's it.
Okay. Well, I wanted to pick your brain just about some things in your career because you fought a lot of really interesting fights. I know, like the one we talked about yesterday was that one of my favorite fights here was the Moruti Mthalane fight, the African. What do you remember about that fight?
Man, that fight, I had a lot going for that fight. I mean, it was one of those things. I had my, because I'm asthmatic, and so I felt that. Hold on, sorry. Hey, buddy, Papa's on an interview. Thank you very much. I love you. Yeah, no, they're amazing, man. Those guys, they keep me on my toes.
The kids, yeah.
No, but I love those guys, man.
Yeah.
I bet you if they go into boxing, they're gonna be incredible.
Oh, they're gonna throw 100 punches around, the kids.
Not even 100. They're strong. They're very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go back to the question.
Mthalane.
With Mthalane, I remember that at that time I had an asthma attack, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna go through with the fight, But then, I made a choice to fight, and honestly, I had to say I was pretty lucky because I cut him inside his eye, because I was starting to get this thing. It was hard for me to breathe at that time, and I remember him just pressing. I mean, I was catching him, moving around, and all that stuff. I mean, when it came down to fighting, or no matter how tired I got, I always kind of pushed. That's what I know how to do, but. In that fight, it came to that point where I was kind of fighting myself, you got this, okay, but I can't breathe, so when I caught him with that thing that opened up the inside of his eye, I was like, thank you, God. I mean, the guy's a tough guy. He's a great fighter.
Yeah, been around the block,
Yes, and he's just known to be a really, really a turtle shell that was just in your face,
Okay, I know. Who would you say in your career, like who do you think was the toughest fight you had?
Toughest fight, the most fun fight. Well, the toughest fight that had happened to me was, I guess I have to say, Cesar Juarez, because I twisted my ankle in that fight, and I dropped him numerous times early on, and then when I twisted my ankle, I mean, you can see, I don't know what round it was, you can see me limp towards my corner at the end of the round, but that was tough because I had to battle myself. My brain was telling me, "You're done, bro. You're done. You don't have to prove anything else." It was just telling me to give up and just let it be. But I was like, "No, I don't quit. I just don't quit." And then I had to kind of visualize myself in a way to get my mind.
You gotta psych yourself out pretty much.
So I was saying that my kids are not that corner and they need my help, and I just gotta break them down. I just gotta break them down to get to my kids. I had to kind of get the mindset that no matter what it takes, I'm gonna protect my family. And so I had this crazy strength within me, and I was energized again. That was the last two rounds. And I felt alive in that last 2 rounds because I had this vision to get me going.
Okay, and you were able to push through and persevere.
Yeah, because at that time there was just a lot of negative things flowing in my head, like you're done, you're hurting, you're cut,
This
you
is
can't
it.
move.
Like,
This is it. You know, you've done this already, and you can't punch hard because you can't you can't use your legs to propel the power. You know, stuff like that.
okay, yeah, just those questions fighters go through in
Yeah.
the
So
middle
all of
parts
that
of
was
fights.
just going in my head, and because I was thinking different, I interrupted those negative thoughts, and ended up trying to pursue my fatherhood and protecting my family. I guess just kind of psyching out myself, you know.
Yeah, and you're able to do it. You know, you're able to do it. So thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.